My name is Mark. This is Zen Talk, and today we're going to be talking about developing your intuition. Alright, so in our dualistic existence, we find dualism in all things, even down to our human body. So, as this diagram here shows with the dualism of the brain, the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere, and you can see how it's divided down the center, usually with a little central brain at the very base of it that ties the both hemispheres together. And it's well documented through science that the left hemisphere of the brain tends to be more analytical, detail-oriented, order sequencing, rational thought, verbal, cautious planning, about math and science, logic, right brain vision, and right side motor skills. So that's the left side. We could say that's the worker side, the one that goes to the office and punches widgets or does paperwork. The right side, however, is the more intuitive thought, the holistic perception, random sequencing, emotional thought, nonverbal, adventurous, impulsive, creating, such as creative arts, imaginative, left field vision, and left side motor skills. So the right would be the artist and the left would be the worker. We develop our right and left brain through education and practice. Yet for many, an imbalance occurs where often the left brain, that's that more rational, analytic side, takes dominance in all things in our lives. This tends to leave a stunted and underdeveloped right brain. You could say non-creativity people, and where many claim there is a void in their lives, and people will say that something is missing, something is lacking in their lives. Many Zen students become imbalanced, and thus they are frustrated because they are trying to be an analytical Zen student or a left brain hemisphere Zen student and not a right brain Zen student. And thus they read and take a literal or analytical view of the sutras. They're applying logic and reason to a purely intuitive process. And they are becoming materialistic in one's thinking and perceptions about Zen. The frustrated Zen student then believes all that they need is more materialistic acquisitions to get past their frustration, yet only to find that the frustrations compound even more. For the most part, in today's world, school and work have become primarily the domain of the left brain, that of the order following, the analytical, and planned actions. This creates an imbalance. This imbalance of the left and the right brain can manifest itself as depression, loneliness, feelings of worthlessness, loveless, and of course of a sense of lacking that one has. So there is a cure. A fully functional cognitive human being is one with a correctly balanced right and left brain functionality. Though the world may operate from the left brain, the individual is that of the right brain. So to develop your right brain, such activities for right brain development are drawing, playing an instrument, singing, reading, more like fiction and poetry, writing and composing, playing games that require imagination, like Dungeons and Dragons, playing colorful and audible intelligence games. Zen is all about accessing the right brain to develop your intuitive skills. Zen develops your nonverbal and holistic self, as in koans, interviews and private discussions, engaging in a mondo, a form of ritualized word combat, a type of mental martial arts, engagement in arts and crafts. This in here is also known as the Hakuin system, and is something that I would highly encourage you to look into. And you will also see that within Zen, there's a lot of arts and crafts. The drawings, the ink brush paintings, the calligraphy, the tea ceremonies, and it goes on and on and on, including the intricate woodwork and flute playing. And there is a thing called Zen singing. Often a Zen master would guide a student through the above, where the student engages themselves, not just watching the master engage. Zen is not a spectator sport. So, a conclusion: we as humans must develop our left and right brain activities in harmony and balance. We become fully cognitive humans by doing such, and thus are able to penetrate the spiritual mysteries as fully cognitive humans. Alright, thank you for watching my presentation. Please remember to like and subscribe.